Hello loves, welcome back to TigeraGitana. Today I'm gonna be doing a quick crystal breakdown. I wanted to start kind of doing these videos on the channel just so you guys can get an awareness of how to work with crystals, how to cleanse your crystals, how to use your crystals, how to work with them energetically, spiritually, physically, mentally, all of the things. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that and giving you some information. We're going to be starting off with the master crystal, and that is clear quartz. Okay, clear quartz. The reason why it's a master crystal is because it does a lot of different things. It has been used in ancient times, from ancient Kemet, ancient Egypt, to now. It's all around in a lot of different ritual sites, a lot of ancient sites as well. Clear quartz is a known amplifier of energy. It is a very powerful crystal, and the reason why it's so powerful is because just like when in hoodoo, when you use a white candle and it's pretty much multi-purpose for anything, so you can use a white candle for with any intention, for love, for money, for hex breaking. It's the same thing with clear quartz. Clear quartz, the cool thing about clear quartz itself, why it's the easiest crystal to work with, and why it's so complex, is because you can pretty much charge it, okay, and you can set the intention for it. You can program it to take on the properties of other crystals. That's what makes it really cool. So let's say you don't have a citrine, but you want the crystals to, this specific crystal to take the properties of a citrine and be working with the solar plexus to amplify the solar plexus, to amplify joy, bring luck, bring opportunities of wealth. Then you want to program it, so you're going to hold it in your hands and you're going to say, knowing what your programming is, because when you're programming a crystal, you have to, it's specifically a clear quartz, because not every crystal can be programmed. It is, it can be, a lot of the other crystals have specific things that you have to work with them about, like they have specific properties on their own, so you can't really add more to what they do, except for clear quartz. That's the why this one is such an amazing crystal to work with. So you're going to hold it in your hands and you're going to specifically say what it is that you want to do, what properties you want it to have, what intention you are specifically trying to have this expand. Because the thing about crystals and working with crystal energy is that you are basically using the energy and amplifying it through here. So if you want this to be a crystal of love, then you are asking this crystal to take on that energy, to be that energy, and to exude that energy. So when you're holding it and using it in your work and you're trying to add it to love work, then it's going to be giving out that energy at the same time. It's the same thing as water. I want you guys to think of clear quartz as a white candle in hoodoo, as also as water. If you think about water, we add water to every single thing that we like pretty much use. When we're cooking, we add it to like juices, and juices have different properties, and there's also water in these different types of fruits and stuff. But all of those plants have different properties. They have different colors of the from the chakras that they work with. They have different areas of the body that they specifically target. However, they all have water. So I want you guys to understand the clear quartz specifically, because there are other crystals that are in the quartz family. So they do have again, that clear quartz energy, that water energy, that basic one, like it's the master of it all. It's in everything else energy. That's what clear quartz really is. And so you want to make sure that you're working with it accordingly. So understanding that clear quartz is a master crystal, master stone, and understanding really what it focuses on, because it can take on any property. It basically can target any area of your life. If you're just trying to work as clear quartz as regular old clear quartz, then the properties itself that it's attached to, it's amplification, great for angelic connection and communication, love, guidance, working with your higher self, really releasing any stress, releasing any imbalances, trying to be a little bit more stable, making sure your memory is clear as well. A lot of healing, really amplifying positive energy. However, the thing about clear quartz is, because again, we just talked about, it is a master crystal. It takes on any property you give it. Therefore, this is one of those crystals that does absorb both positive and negative energies. You cannot, with this crystal, use it. You can ask for it to protect you, but at the same time, it will absorb negativity, especially if this is a crystal that you use to carry around. You will have to specifically say a specific prayer for this, but this is the type of crystal that you're going to have to cleanse regularly using palo santo, sage, or incense. I like to cleanse clear quartz traditionally for me with frankincense. That's just what I like to use to cleanse my clear quartz, is what works for me. But you can also do different herbal smokes, especially if you want to charge it with a specific intention. You might want to rub it, you might want to run it under like a rose incense if you're trying to charge it for love, just so it carries on those properties from the rose in here. But yeah, you can cleanse it and use it in different ways, because clear quartz doesn't dissolve in water, because which some crystals do. You can't just put all crystals in salt water to cleanse. I recommend doing it with clear quartz because this is not going to dissolve, but there are some crystals that do. So please make sure that you do your research beforehand, before you're buying a crystal, before you're about to cleanse it. Just do a quick search, be like, hey, is this crystal going to dissolve if I put it in water? If not, that's amazing, that's great. You can go ahead and cleanse it with I like to do a sea salt and water bath for them, and I leave it there overnight, and I basically grab it in the morning. I just rinse the rest of the salt off, and that's it. You're pretty much good and charged and good to go. I'm trying to think of the other thing I was trying to say for clear quartz. Oh, okay. So different ways that you can work with clear quartz on a day-to-day. I already talked about the charging of it, which again has to do with intention. You just really have to hold it and say what it is that you need to work on. But you can also do it in a ritualistic way, like I said before, with the incense and running it over using the properties. You can also make different types of baths for it. So for example, if you're the crystal that you want to use, but specifically clear quartz, if you wanted to do like charging it with money, and you wanted to make like an herbal little, like almost like a tea that has like different type of money herbs that are really good for it, and you just want to dip it in there, have it soak in there, then set the intention. That is another way that I work with charging crystals. That way that intention and that energy stays in strong within the crystal. That's another way to use it. When you've noticed that your crystal kind of is a little funky, or like specifically the clear quartz, when it has or absorbs any negative energy, if I wouldn't recommend this as a crystal to carry around, especially in a job kind of format, because since it does absorb negative energy, you're just going to be carrying that around if it was thrown your way to some capacity throughout the day. I recommend using a couple of other different crystals for that. My favorite being smoky quartz, because it absorbs negative energy, but it doesn't hold it, so you're not reabsorbing it. It just literally deflects it. Oh wait, I said absorb, sorry. It deflects negative energy, so it doesn't absorb it, and is really, really good for making sure that it stays off your own energy field. So yeah, this is one of those crystals that will work more through meditation. I would have it in my home. I would have it by my plants. Plants love having clear quartz around. I use this in my spell work as well. I charge my oils with clear quartz because there is so easy for them to hold intention and amplify that intention. So I always charge my oils with clear quartz as well, so you can use it during spell work. But I don't necessarily recommend wearing this one around too much, because then again, it does absorb negative energy, unless you're going to be by yourself the whole day, or like with someone you love, and they're not going to send some weird stuff your way. I would not recommend wearing this on a day-to-day. I just wouldn't recommend it. I do not recommend it at all, because even if you're protected, and even if you say those prayers of protection and stuff like that, there are people out there who like go out of their way to be hateful and send stuff your way regardless. And so you don't want to be carrying those type of things around with you, okay? So another thing that I like to do with clear quartz is angelic communication. I love this, the clear quartz and selenite for angel communication specifically. But if you're just starting out, because this is that basic, wonderful, amazing master crystal, as much as it is basic because it's just one of the classic crystals to go to, it is really amazing to use because you can use it for so many things. So if you don't have a selenite, you can definitely use a clear quartz for angelic communication. And this is if you're having trouble connecting, or if you're struggling with meditating, because this is such a good crystal for the mind, and to maintain your own balance, both, you know, positive and negative, just maintaining your own balance within yourselves is really good to use for angelic communication. If you're just starting out, you can hold it while you're praying to the angels, whether it be, you know, to Archangel Raphael, please help me, please ease my head, I have a headache, please release any pain and tension that I have in my mind, help me be at peace, help me come to balance. And you're just holding it in your head, you're holding it in your hand as you pray, whether in the morning or at night. You can also use this specifically for dream work, I would say, because again, it takes on any property that you give it. So if you don't have an amethyst, which is probably one of the best crystals for dream work that there is, you can go ahead and use a clear quartz instead. It is in the same family as well. And you can put this underneath your pillow, and just set it to help you dream and have peaceful sleep. Or if you want to do prophetic dreaming, you can also do that as well, to receive any messages through your dreams. You could just ask that to come through and set the intention that clear quartz, please allow any messages that I need to hear from my ancestors, my family, my spirit guides, that I need to hear moving forward for the times to come. What do I need to see? What do I need to be aware of? What do I need to know? Then you charge up that crystal. You say thank you, always say thank you, and you put it underneath your pillow, and you can go to sleep and wait to have those beautiful dreams and those messages. Make sure you have a dream journal so you can jot down the things that you discover along the way. But yeah, so that's another way that you can use clear quartz. Now, the other way that you can use clear quartz, of course, has to do with energy healing. So energy healing obviously is heading into a different space when it comes to witchcraft and your craft, period, because energy healing is that it can be a little bit complex. If you've never done it before, you might be a little bit like, what is it? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean what it is? You know, all of these kind of different type of questions. But energy healing is basically targeting your own energy, and using the crystal's energy, because every single crystal has its own energy. And by the way, to tell when you have a fake crystal or a crystal that's just not even worth buying is when you pick it up, you hold it in your hands, and you literally feel its energy. If you cannot feel that crystal's energy, it does not have it, and you should go and bury it by, like, in a park or a tree or forest or somewhere, just so I could charge up in through the earth. Because don't forget that these are made from the earth, okay? These are made from the earth, so they do have energy just like we are. So make sure that you are working with crystals that are of quality, that are not, you know, cheap or fake, because you can tell when something's fake. I could definitely tell when something's fake or plastic. But I'm very, very picky with my crystals. That's why I always go to my favorite crystal shop, which is in if you're in New York City area, is called Crystal Gardens. Is in 10th and 1st Ave. They're amazing, and all of the crystals are on point, like every single, and I'm not joking. And the reason why I say this is because the owner, who is really, really dope, he's a Gemini, he's really sweet, he has the ability to see energy. So literally all he does is travel around the world and pick out crystals for his shop, and which is like so cool. And he only picks out the strongest crystals because he can see that energy. And so it's a really, really dope environment when you go in, you feel the energy shift. Like, if you want to get a free energetic healing session without having to buy anything, just walk into the shop. Trust me, it is amazing. I've sent so many people over there, and everybody's always like, Abby, oh my God, because it's that amazing. So definitely check it out if you're in the New York City area. It's just an amazing place to go to. But yeah, so I always get my crystals from there, because I literally, when I'm there, I feel like I'm getting an energy cleanse and a full chakra cleanse, because all of the crystals are like exuding energy. So they're all really, really strong. But anytime I'm shopping in other states or anything like that, I always have to feel everything out. And I'm always holding things in my hands and making sure that I am connecting energetically. My energy is connecting with the crystal's energy. And if I don't feel anything, then no. So yeah, so that's one of the ways to connect with your crystal on an energetic level. Now, when you have felt that your crystal has the energy, okay, when you have felt that it has energy, that's when you're going to get into energy healing work, because the crystals specifically, while clear quartz is amazing because you can literally work with clear quartz for any chakra, and this is why this is a master crystal. That's kind of like the fun part about it. I recommend, if you have one for each chakra, putting one in each chakra and charging it for the property, for the balance of the property of that specific chakra. So for example, like the root chakra, you want your financial balance, you want physical balance, you want to make sure your body is healthy, you want to make sure that you're stable, your relationships are stable, your money is stable, your family is stable, all of these things. Sacral chakra, you want to make sure that you don't have any sexual trauma backed up, that you don't have any type of, if you have any infertility type of work that you need to do, that would be sacral chakra work. So I would go through each chakra with a clear quartz, just put it on top of each, and then literally lay down, go do a meditation, and allow the crystals to do what they're supposed to do, just as long as you charge them with the property that you want them to heal beforehand. Because again, this is a master crystal and you want to make sure that you're working with it accordingly. Because it's a master crystal, you can literally, again, like I've said before, charge it to do anything that you want it to do and target any area of life that you need it to do. And because one of its properties is balance, it's going to bring that balance into that situation. So it's really, really cool crystal to work with. So yeah, with specifically using it energetically, I would do it through a meditation. I like laying my crystals on top of me when I'm doing meditations as well. So I'll, like, before I go to bed or in the morning or like midday, if I want to do a meditation, I'll just grab some of my crystals. I'll put them in, like, if I'm want to specifically target one chakra at that moment, I'll put it in that chakra, and I will go into a meditation and I will feel the crystal working while I'm in the meditation, because I'll feel that chakra being active. For you to have that, kind of that awareness while you're meditating, you just have to have a sense of awareness, that anchors your spirit to your body. You just have to have a sense of awareness, because you can feel it if you allow yourself to feel it. But I do recommend doing guided meditations or anything like that while you are also working with your crystals to actually work to heal and fix some of that energy. I will also recommend working with crystals and putting crystals on different chakra points when you're doing any type of crystal realigning meditations. Chakra realigning meditations, because they do really, really help to stabilize your body and your spirit, and balance everything out at the same time. Another thing about energy healing work with crystals, one of the things that I kind of mentioned earlier is that you can wear crystals, obviously. You can wear them, and when you're wearing them, they definitely have a little bit of a slower, I don't want to say slower, like time release or anything like that, or energetic release, or how they work on you when you're wearing it on a day-to-day, because it's not necessarily that. I feel like if you are the type of person who's really, really stubborn or energetically, or if you're really, tight, then it's going to take crystals a little bit of time to work on you energetically if you're just wearing them all the time. For example, I'll give you guys a story about my jade crystal necklace that I have, which I've showed you guys before. And you see some of my past videos, you see me wearing them all the time. I was wearing that crystal. I was doing some heart chakra healing work for like about a year straight before I met my wife. Because I had some heart chakra healing to do. I had some love healing to do. And so I was wearing that specific crystal all of the time because I was trying to target that chakra. So I was trying to wear it on a day-to-day so I can absorb that energy of love on a day today, so I can have it on a day today in my life, so I wouldn't be kind of frustrated with the energy or anything like that. Because I've told you guys this story before about how when I used to hold rose quartz before I got that jade, it actually hurt because my heart chakra was so blocked that it would actually hurt to hold rose quartz in my hands. I would feel a pain in my chest, and that's how I knew that there was like a lot of different problems that I was going through. And so I lean towards jade a little bit more because it just works more with my energy. I am a Capricorn. Jade works really well for both finances and love. So, and because Capricorns can be very focused on their finances, and, you know, business and money and stuff like that, it just helped to kind of ease me in with the energy, because love and money are on the same vibration and they both move through that heart chakra. It did kind of ease me into the love area in a nicer way, versus where rose quartz, it was just like love, 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 love in your face. So I was wearing it a lot for a long time, but I wouldn't say it took, you know, oh, it took a year to work. It wasn't that. It's just that I personally had to work with my own energy in order to do a lot of the healing work that I needed to do. I am an earth sign. I'm a Capricorn, so I can be a little bit stubborn in some areas. And you do have to understand how your sun sign works and plays into how you work with crystals, because crystals are earth. Okay, the earth, so they do connect with me, my own energy. I understand how fast it takes something to grow and to move. It's almost like when you're watering a plant, you know, sometimes it takes a little bit longer for, you know, for you to see the leaves grow and for things to kind of continue to develop. It takes a little bit of time, so you do have to wear it for a little bit of time for you to see some changes energetically within your spirit as well. So I just set that story for you guys to know. It's not going to take like a year for something to work, but it does take a little bit of time for the energy of the crystal to integrate with your own energy. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. I don't think I did. I pretty much covered everything that I wanted to go over with this. I hope that this was useful. I hope that it was helpful. Let me know if there's any questions in the comments so I could cover in the next video. But I'm going to break down different crystals, how to use them, how to work with them. I work with crystals a lot in Reiki sessions as well. It's just, they're amazing, especially as an earth sign. I go with, you know, like if you're an air sign, incense works really well for air signs. For me, crystals work really well because I'm an earth sign, but I have a Gemini moon, so I navigate towards both. But I love working with earth elements and the earth period, and crystals are one of those ways to do so. So I hope that I helped you. I hope that it was thorough. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything. I will definitely see you loves in the next one, and have a very beautiful night. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to check out the Patreon, because we're always learning and growing over there. And also do not forget to get your tickets for the workshop that's happening in December. It's the end of the year wrap up, and it's going to be amazing. We're doing a road opening ritual. We're going to be doing 2020 releasing meditation, a trauma release meditation. We're going to be doing a tarot spread, a 2021 tarot spread. It's going to be amazing. So make sure you get your tickets. They're free or by donation, and they're also ritual kits available. So make sure that you're booking it on time so you're not missing out on anything. And that's pretty much it. I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a beautiful day.